welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's our visitors and our home team. We thank you for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, 3 months in the books. Partner, now it's December. It's the best month of the NFL season because the games get more important as the weather gets a little bit colder.
And this is where you find out who the real teams are and who the pretenders are. Do you find yourself not only in the playoff conversation, but can you now play good enough ball down the stretch to not only be in the conversation, but actually find yourself in the postseason? Stage is set. Ball is on the tee, and off we go on EA Sports. This one taken at the 7. Now an opening past the 30. He'll wind up getting this all the way to the 45-yard line. So the visitors ready to go on offense here for the first time. They'll be led out by the young man in his 2nd season in the NFL. Nothing real fancy when you look back on last week's game, Mike. I mean, he had the 2 touchdown passes, of course, the 1 interception he'd love to have back. But for the most part, I thought he was really efficient. I thought he did a nice job operating the system. And there's actually some more plays that he left out there. So I think he can build off a lot of that, try to improve in this one today.
Here's a first carry for their running back. And a good start on the ground. He gets 8 on the game's opener. There you get a look at his numbers on the ground a week ago as a part of their victory. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 2. On play action, he'll set. Oh, intercepted on the 2nd play of the game. And the Caps are going to get the football here. They force the INT on the game's opening drive.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong, let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
This crowd ready in anticipation, their offense taking the field for the first time. And taking the snaps, a quarterback now in his 3rd year in the league.
So you take a look at last week's game, Mike, and you certainly wouldn't say that he played poorly. I mean, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. That's a clean slate. But when you talk to his coaches, they said they haven't seen him this motivated to bounce back after a loss in his entire career. So he's had a great week of practice. He's really challenging the guys around him to elevate their standard. And if it's any indication of how today's going to go.
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And he's out of bounds. That gain is 13. It's going to make it a much more manageable 3rd down.
3rd down.
Now they'll set up to throw. He's got his man, right side, it's complete. And he is out of bounds at the 31-yard line.
1st down.
1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
He'll look to throw. That'll be caught right side by the rookie wideout. And he'll be hustled out just shy of the 1st down marker. That's a pickup at 9. And he's going to set up 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Now, faking the give. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
The red zone now. He'll drop to throw, and that's going to be incomplete, but a flag down in the backfield. That's the area we usually see holding. Back to the air one more time. This one complete right side. And he'll take this one in. Touchdown Montreal. That is first touchdown this year.
We're seeing this so much all across the NFL, Mike, is the value placed on a receiver being able to turn into a runner after they're able to secure the catch. And sometimes it's easier said than done. If you want to survive in this league as a wide receiver, you have to be able to make plays like this after the catch. And great job there by the quarterback being accurate, and great job by the receiver running after he makes the catch.
7, Armadillos nothing.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. He'll start at the 4. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Armadillos offense and their running back set to go once more. We show you the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns. As you can see, he's right up there among the best in the league. The drive will start on the ground. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. Give him 14 on that play, one first down.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
Right back to him on first down. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll run. It's Savon Ahmed. And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up third down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
They'll run. It's Ahmed.
Savon Ahmed, the ball carrier.
That's a heck of a stop by this defense early in this game, Mike, and it sets up a decision for the offense. You might be a little too far away to attempt a realistic field goal, but you might be a little too close to get anything out of the punt unit. I think I'm keeping the offense on. I'm trying to extend this drive, and I'm being aggressive here.
Back to throw. That is caught. Finding Higgins. And he will have that first down. Taking a chance here early in the game, but they convert on fourth down. A tight end in motion now.
And an Omaha first down.
Up the middle they go. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. The 42-yard line.
A carry now for Ahmed. And some good blocking at the point of attack. A pickup of 7, and it brings up third down.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
He'll drop to throw. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds down at the 15-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
First down, Armadillos.
Now off the bootleg. He'll look to throw here. This one intercepted. Whoa.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. It's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
To throw here to begin the drive. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds. From the 23, this is 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll look to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
Montreal, first down. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
It's a loss of 8.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
And that one is incomplete and brings us to the end of the first quarter of play. So they'll talk over what to do on this third down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. 7-0 is our score. And EA Sports is under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Jalen Redmond getting to the quarterback there for his 8th sack of the year. This will be returned from the other side of midfield. And it's a good return here, able to take it across the 50. Set up the offense with a short field. The Armadillos offense make their way out to take over once more. They've got great starting position with a short field as they try to get back in this one. It is first and 10. To the right side here, pass is caught, and they'll take this down inside the 35.
First down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
That is caught out wide on the RPO. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Ball on the 30 now. Here's second and 6. They'll throw out of the gun. Got his man at the 6. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
That's good.
First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
And while it ultimately worked out for him this time, Mike, this is not a throw he wants to make a habit of because that was risky. When he threw it, I thought that ball was being picked. I think he got away with one here, results in a big pickup, and get a fresh set of downs.
They'll look to throw yet again. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Omaha. His 4th TD grab of the season.
And what a fitting end to this drive, Mike. It only makes sense that he's the one that gets the ball in the end zone after making a handful of clutch plays prior to the touchdown. That was just a textbook example of one guy taking over the game.
We're on top, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Caps offense getting set to get back to work. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with first and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Quickly to the outside and complete. And that'll be good for a gain of about 4 as he is forced out of bounds. They'll come up here on second down and 5. They'll give on the ground, and that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Third and 5.
Brings up third down and 5.
Throwing now from the gun. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down. The RPO, that one is complete. He's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, here's a run at the gut. He'll be stopped after a pickup of about 3. Jeffrey Bossa there to bring him down. Backfield empties. 5 receivers in the formation for 3rd down and 5. Downfield got him, and he's got it. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line. A gain of 24 through the air. That's enough for a 1st down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this has got to take advantage.
Hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
Let's go now. Go.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And he's in. Touchdown pass.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there. Ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Now the try here for the point after. It's up and through. And the Caps will move out to a 14-7 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own
The Armadillos offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
At the 38-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
On the ground, here's Ahmed. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. It sets up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and inches.
Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And he gets it to midfield, and he gets the 1st down. Good run. The drive continues. Now this defense will use the first of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I continue in just a moment. 2nd and 5. Now this time they'll look to throw. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Here now, 3rd and 5. Now they'll set up to throw. He's got his man right side. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Working from the shotgun, he'll hand this one off. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain. Now a Now a second timeout called by the defense. And they'll get together prior to the second down play. He'll look to throw. Quick throw, taken in. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Now this offense going to use the first of their timeouts. Talk things over before third down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete.
So prior to that third down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation. At that down and distance, they had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up fourth down. And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
This will be returned from the 6. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Caps offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
That's another Montreal first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. And they're into field goal range now. He's got the 1st down at the 26-yard line. Now the offense will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. Back to the air one more time. Thrown left side, the catch is made, and he takes it down to the 15-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. On the run. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now a second timeout called by the defense as it comes to 22 seconds remaining till halftime. He'll drop to throw. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. The Armadillos are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
I would love to see his weapons do a better job, Mike, especially in the middle of the field, getting open in these zones. I just feel like there's been tight coverage, a lot of little windows to throw through, and yes, anytime you turn the ball over, it's on the quarterback, but the rest of this supporting unit needs to do a better job helping.
Now the offense will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 13 seconds to play in this opening half. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 1 brings up 3rd down and 11.
So halftime straight ahead, and we'll send it to Scott Hansen as the EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the 3rd quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Okay, Scott, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustments will pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. He fields it at the 8. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Look at him go! And he's going to take this all the way back for 89 yards. It is a touchdown. What a start to the second half. They come right out of the locker room and take it all the way to the end zone for 6.
Mike, we got to find out what that halftime speech was by that coach, because apparently it worked. I mean, talk about a dream start here. You find yourself at halftime, you're regrouping, we want to come out in the third quarter and establish some rhythm and momentum. And boy, do they do that here with their kickoff unit, returning it for 6.
Extra point attempt to come here. It's up and good. And the Caps are out to a 21-10 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Armadillos offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. And showing a little versatility as he takes this one forward up to the 34, a pickup of 9. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. Here's a short pass. That's Higgins, the tight end. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a first down. A quick throw on the RPO is complete. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 2. And that'll give them the first down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
He'll go left side here and complete this one. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a first down.
Armadillos.
Just a really good play design that time, Mike, from the offensive coordinator. They match up one of the most explosive playmakers in the NFL with a hook curl defender, and he's just not able to match up with one of the best route runners in the league.
Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8.
Caught out wide on the RPO. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
First down.
A pickup of 12 yards. And that will be a first down.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. And I don't think he got that wrapped up in the line of scrimmage, and now you're looking at 3rd down.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now. And partially, it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game. And anytime you have a long drive going, you'd hate to have it stall out there. So that's a really nice job up front, making sure that that doesn't happen, and it's going to set up 1st and goal.
Here's a run. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
If there's one positive remaining, it's the fact that they're still in scoring position. But with the way they've been able to move the ball down here in the red zone, they're thinking 6. But after that last sack, their chances of converting here for a touchdown have gotten a lot more difficult.
And that is incomplete.
Just a couple plays ago, Mike, it felt like a touchdown was kind of inevitable. They were doing everything they wanted as they marched the length of the field, and then as they got down here close to the red zone and that field condenses, they started getting sloppy in their execution. Now, what do they do on 4th down? Do they try to keep their offense out there and extend the drive, or do they settle for 3?
This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Caps offense ready to take over possession of the football. The advantage is 8. We'll see if they can make this a 2-score game on this drive. 1st down and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
They'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle. This one is complete. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Back to throw. He'll check this down to the running back. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Another great throw, and that's been the story as you check out these numbers. I mean, he has done everything this team has asked of him and more.
And a nice return there. The offense not going to be backed up as much as they could have. Drive's going to start from beyond the 20. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Now a give up the middle, and not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
At the 23-yard line.
Throwing now from the gun. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And he's going to be out of bounds awfully close to that 1st down marker, but they're going to mark him just short. So 3rd down coming up. Looks like to get this one on the ground. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
A loss of 2.
So we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
3rd down and 12.
Incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down? It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
taken at the 19. And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. The Caps offense getting their final instruction before heading back onto the field. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Still run it on the inside handoff. And that'll be a pickup of 3. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 6. Now he'll air one out. That's caught. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Touchdown, Montreal. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Point after try forthcoming. His kick is good. And the Caps will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. The Armadillos offense about ready to take over once more. We'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Now, faking the give. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
Let's go now. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
They'll throw out of the gun. And that is incomplete. Contact, but no flags. It's going to be 4th down. Punt team headed out for the Armadillos. And he's on to punt for just the 2nd time in this game. This fielded inside the 35. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown.
That's about as bad as it can possibly get, Mike. You're only 1 play into the drive. You're trying to establish a little early rhythm, get something going, and now you're jogging off the field watching your opponent celebrate in the end zone. So they're going to have to come back out here on offense pretty quickly, regroup, take a deep breath, and try to bounce back.
So things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. They will finally track him down, but not before he takes this to the other side of midfield. The Caps offense ready to take over once again. They'll have a short field, looking to build on the lead. Right back to the air following that pick 6. And he is out of bounds. Mark him at the 25. Terrific day throwing the ball, and the numbers now show it. Over 300 yards passing in this one.
Ready, ready.
Now they'll set up to throw. Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Armadillos are going to take possession.
And it's just the last thing you can afford to do, especially in this situation. Like, there's just no need to force the ball. You're playing with a lead. It's late in the game, and I know he's got a lot of confidence in his arm, and he thinks he can get away with it, but that decision, it proves to be costly. The quick passing game in the NFL, Mike, is so dependent on yards after the catch. You got to generate space with the scheme, and then it's up to the receiver to do the rest. In this case,
he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
So after picking up some positive yardage on first down, they end up going backwards on second. That sack now brings up third and long, and but most of the time is a very pass.
And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force fourth down. Punt team headed out for the Armadillos. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the fourth quarter. Now the return. And it's a good return here. He's going to set his guys up with outstanding field position. The Caps offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They've got the lead, and they'll set forth trying to build on it. They're going to do that with excellent field position. It's a gain of 12 there. That's enough for a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Let's go.
He'll look to throw. Here's a shot toward the end zone. This one batted away. It's incomplete. Good hands there in the end zone, and that'll bring up second down. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down. Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Armadillos are going to have it. They'll take over at their own 24-yard line.
Every once in a while, Mike, you see a quarterback predetermined before the snap where they're going to go with the ball, and I think that was the case here. He told himself, I'm throwing the ball to him no matter what, and it ends up being a costly mistake.
And for a third time today, he's intercepted. And the Caps are going to have it at their own 32-yard line.
You know, Mike, we're seeing both these offenses come out here and play a little fast and loose in the passing game. The last two throws for each team, both resulting in an interception. Now, don't get me wrong. Neither of these secondaries is going to complain. They'll happily feast on those type of throws the rest of the game. But I get a sense on these next two drives, come out here, establish the run, dose the ground and pound. Let's settle things down offensively and regroup for the rest of this game.
And some good running there. That's a first down up to the 43.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Quick throw taken in. Now this defense will use the first of their timeouts. And they'll get together prior to the second down play.
At the 46-yard line.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. There's that man again. Another catch. And out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line.
First down.
Here's first and 10.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
His throw out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. After back-to-back incompletions, they now face third down and 10. Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Armadillos are going to get the football at their own 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field